Welcome to the AfroCentric Woman, where our mission is to inspire Black women to heal core wounds and embrace a luxurious and abundant lifestyle. Thank you for joining me. Let's talk, sis.
Hey y'all, please forgive the audio. I am recording as I drive. So today I want to talk about not going with the flow, and you're never going with the flow when you're dealing with a narcissistic male. And maybe I'm jaded, but whatever. I think most males are pretty narcissistic. You know, it is a spectrum. But I want to encourage you to stay on your own agenda, to create an agenda, and I'm specifically talking about dating. So, there are times, and a lot of times these narcissistic guys will tell you, like, I'm looking for a spontaneous woman. I want to just see where things go. It's never that. They always have a plan. Like, they're 2 or 3 steps away. They're 2 or 3 steps ahead of you. So there's a lot of value in staying in the present moment and fully enjoying everything that you are doing. And that is definitely the way to live your life. But unfortunately, when you're dealing with narcissistic males, they are not in the moment. They are where they want you to be. So they're trying to get something from you. It's usually sex, and it's usually pretty fast. So they've already kind of mapped out exactly how the sex is going to happen. You don't just, oh my God, like, I just need to use the bathroom really fast. Like, they're dropping you off in the day. I just need to use the bathroom. They already knew that they were going to say that, you know, or you guys are getting together, you're meeting up and you're going to go out. And then they're like, oh, well, just leave your bag here. You know, once we get back, we'll come up. No, they know that you're going to be drinking. And when you leave your bag upstairs and you got to come and get it, 9 times out of 10, the sex is going to happen. Or one of my girls put me onto this. And I was like, oh my God, that is so true. A lot of times they will suggest a restaurant or a bar that's already inside of a hotel because they're already going to get a room, or they already got the room and they're going to come up with some reason to get you up in the room. So those are all things to look out for. So you need to make sure that you have an agenda, you have a way to get to your date. You have your own independent transportation to your date, that you do not stop off anywhere. You do not stop off anywhere or make any detours or pick anybody else up, or I just got to go see my mom, or I just need to go drop off this thing. No, you need to meet you, especially when you're just getting to know this dude, because you don't know his character. So you need to go to your location, have your own independent transportation, have a way home, have your drink limit in mind before you go out. You know how much liquor you can handle. Don't deviate from that. Have a plan as to how you're going to get home. Have a plan as to how you're going to end the date, that you're not going to be like, you know, you guys have dinner, you have a few drinks, and then it's like, oh, well, let's go to this bar. Oh, well, let's go to another bar. You know, none of that is just spontaneous, supposedly being spontaneous. It's not. They always are 2 or 3 steps ahead of you. It's very important when you do go on a date that you do have a time limit, because you do want the time to be valuable. You don't want to just make him think that you have 6, 7, 8 hours all night into the next day to just spend with him, especially if it's the first few dates. So you might want to set an alarm on your phone, something that's going to buzz you at maybe the 2-hour mark or the 2.5, 3-hour mark or something. You know, that's enough time for dinner and drinks. But something to kind of alert you that, okay, it's time to wrap it up. That way you don't fall susceptible to, you know, veering off into someone else's agenda, and you can stay safe, you can stay in control, and also your time will be valued. So they'll know, like, okay, I have to make the best of the time that I have with this woman, because she's not going to just sit up here and, you know, do everything I want her to do and extend the date, you know. Like, no, you want to go out on the second date, the third date, the fourth date, so that you can actually get to know this person. So that's something that I would suggest. I wish I could share a story time with you about a narcissist, but you know, most of those stories are so painful. I don't even think I'm ready to share them yet, but I have definitely fallen victim to the fact that the narcissist was way ahead of me. I'm thinking it's X, and they have a whole nother game plan in their mind, and I totally lost track and ended up falling into just a web of deception and evilness and exploitation, and it's just too much to share right now. So all I want to do until I am ready to share, maybe I never will, who knows, but I just want to give the advice of make sure that you have an agenda when you're dealing with a narcissistic guy. And the thing is, like, you're like, well, how do you know he's narcissistic? The thing is that we don't know. So honestly, I'm at the point where I just treat all men like narcissists until they prove to me that they're not. That doesn't mean that I'm rude or belligerent or angry or standoffish or don't share my life at all. It doesn't mean that. I'm compassionate, nice, I'm sweet, kind, good manners, carry myself in a very dignified way, fun, flirty, all of that. But I don't completely just let my guard down, you know what I mean? I don't just, oh, here's my heart, do with it what you will, you know, or yeah, here's my social security number, I trust you. Like, no, I just assume that all males are narcissistic until they prove to me that they're not. And so far, after dating the past 2 years, I haven't met one non-narcissistic male. So far my strategy is working, okay? It's working. I just assume they're all narcissists, and by golly, by gosh, most of them prove to be just that. But what I've learned, you know, over these past few years, a couple of years of dating, you know, after separation and divorce and not dating and starting to date again, so we can say a couple of years, what I've learned is you have to make sure you're getting something out of the situation. Because narcissistic males will always be agenda driven. They're very, you know, transactional. They're going to get what they want out of a situation. So you also need your own agenda, and you need to know what you're going to get out of the situation. So as women, we do take a gamble when we start dating. Like, okay, is this guy narcissistic? Is he not? Is he trying to use me? Is he trying to get over on me? Is he trying to exploit me? Like, we don't know. We don't know. But the last thing you want to do is give of yourself, and then you're not benefiting at all from the situation. And I'm going to do another video, and I haven't quite thought of how I'm going to phrase it, but basically, like, in 2021, dick is not enough. Orgasms are not enough. It's just not enough. It is just definitely not my motivation in life. And yeah, we can talk about that on a different video. But you shouldn't be walking away from a relationship and all you got was, you know, a warm body and possibly a few orgasms. Like, that's not enough in 2021. Going forward in life, like, as Black women, we need to require more, okay? We need to require more. We need to have a vetting process. We need to know what is a good investment of our time. Time is the most valuable thing that we have as women. And so we need to be very wise about where we invest our time, how we invest our time. So even though, yeah, I'm not sharing specific story times, if I think of a story time that's not too traumatic for me, as far as narcissist manipulating me and having an agenda, and I didn't have an agenda because I didn't really know any better. I didn't really know how to maneuver things, I will share it in another video, but I at least wanted to just come and give the advice as far as you going out there and you dating, that you have an agenda and that you understand that sometimes you think that you're going with the flow and you think you're being in the present moment, or you may just be in the present moment, but just because you are in the present moment doesn't mean the narcissistic guy is. If he's narcissistic, he could be hours ahead of you or days ahead of you. He already knows how he's weaving and bobbing and trying to get you where he wants you to be. So with that said, you need to hold tight to your own boundaries, and you need to make sure that you go into the date with an agenda. My agenda is to go have dinner, have 2 drinks, and return to my house by 12:30 a.m. That literally, I'm telling you, it really is very powerful. Set an intention before you go out. My intention is not to end up drunk in his bed. My intention is not to end up stranded somewhere. My intention is not to be without transportation. Don't say those things because, of course, you don't want to put that negativity out into the atmosphere. But I'm just saying those are the things that you do not want to happen. So say the things that you do want. Set an intention. Have an agenda. Have a way to implement your agenda so that you can get in, be safe, be able to get this guy to go through the vetting process and be able to get home in one piece. That is my advice to you. Drop down in the comments. I'm looking forward to seeing if you have any questions or other videos that you want to hear. Peace.
Okay, I'm recording this after I recorded the initial video. Just quickly, I wanted to clarify something when I said that all guys are narcissistic. Let me further clarify that. What I mean is that a high number of males above the age of 35 who are single are narcissistic. And that may be prevalent in my particular region. That's possible because I've really dated only in my region and talked to lots of people, who are dating in my region. So maybe it's a geographical thing. Most healthy men that I know that get married in their late 20s, 30s, or even into their 40s, they tend to get married and stay married. So a lot of the healthier guys are off the market. I do think that there are, emotionally available and healthy guys out there, but in order to find them, you will end up dating a lot of narcissists along the way. Or maybe not necessarily dating them, because you can also weed out narcissists through phone conversations and text. Well, I would say more so phone conversations if you do listen in between the lines. So if you're only interested in dating emotionally healthy men, well, I guess we all should be, but nonetheless, you can weed a lot of them out through phone conversations, and seeing how willing they are to accommodate you in the various things that you're requesting for to be comfortable in the date. Typically they'll be more than happy to accommodate a lot of that stuff. So there's that. And then another little tidbit I wanted to add was, as far as safety is, do not leave your drink alone. I mean, you probably have all heard that, as far as like bars and stuff like that. But even when you're on a date with a new person, don't leave your drink unattended. So when you get to your date, whether it's a bar or restaurant, try to go to the bathroom early, like once you first get there, like so that way you don't start drinking your drink and then leave, go to the bathroom and come back and get your drink. So try to go to once you get settled and know where your table is going to be, and it's a good thing to go to the bathroom anyway, just to check your lipstick, check your makeup, check your dress, just make sure you don't have anything in your teeth. Try to use the bathroom, that way you can sit down for a long while, and then if you need to use the bathroom again, try to go at the end of your drink, or pretend that you don't like that drink anymore. Just oh my God, this tastes so bitter now. I need a new drink. That way you don't drink that same drink that you left unattended. So that's my advice on that. Okay, stay safe, ladies. Thank you so much for sharing your time and attention with the AfroCentric woman. Special gratitude to our subscribers. If you'd like to stay connected with this channel and you haven't subscribed yet, please do so by hitting the subscribe button and the notification bell. If you like this content, please hit the like button. If you have any comments or thoughts about the content shared, please drop down into the comment section and let us know. Remember, you are worthy, you are enough, you are unique, and you are lovable. And I appreciate you.